Maiden just broke yet another record, actually confirmed by Pollstar, and it is definitely worth discussing. Now, in case you guys don't know, Pollstar is basically an organization that since the 1980s has been providing concert data all across the world, and actually most of the data regarding attendance and all the figures that I'm featuring in this show are taken from Pollstar themselves. So it's basically somewhat of a Nielsen or Comcast, but for concert data, which I just realized that not really tell much to many. So anyways, according to Pollstar's 2025 feature, Iron Maiden have played over 900 concerts since 1980, generating over 1.5 billion in ticket sales. That actually puts them at number 8 touring revenue post-1980 in hard rock and heavy metal, when focusing strictly on data after that year. But the real kicker is that they actually did it in a completely different way from anybody else. Up until 2025, the average ticket price for a Maiden show was significantly lower than many of other artists on that list, and that actually held them back venues across 5 decades with unwavering consistency. If we take a look at the 2008-2009 Somewhere Back in Time World Tour alone, Iron Maiden were able to perform to over 2 million fans across 90 shows. In 2016-2017 Book of Souls World Tour, they hit just under 2 million across 117 shows. And even the latest 2023-2024 Future Past Tour, which was supposed to be a tour only for the die-hard fans around the world, still drew massive crowds across Europe, with most venues holding 40,000+ fans night after night. Then there was the first leg of the 2025 Run For Your Lives tour, when Iron Maiden plays shows at venues like London Stadium, Paris La Défense Arena, and will perform at Newbury Park next year. So even very conservatively, that's over 20 to 25 million fans that saw Iron Maiden live since 1980. And the truth is that just a handful of bands in the world can claim those numbers, and especially without mainstream media support. And all of that was of course possible thanks to Steve Harris and the incredible music Iron Maiden have been putting out for 50 years. But also, if we're being very honest, to the genius behind it, Rod Smallwood. Since taking over management in the late 70s, Rod built one of the most successful and self-contained operations in all of rock and metal, completely independent of the usual industry machinery. According to the Pollstar 2025 feature, Smallwood's long-term vision was rooted in 3 simple but powerful ideas. Consistency, no matter the trend, Iron Maiden would be Iron Maiden. Fan-first touring, each tour would feel like an event, not just a stop. And complete control. From merchandising to production to logistics, everything stayed in-house through the Sanctuary and Phantom music management structures. And what that meant in practice is that Iron Maiden built a global brand without relying on radio hits or major award shows. They created massive demand through the touring circuit and then delivered consistently powerful live shows that turned casual fans into lifers. Another smart move was investing in top-tier production, even when it didn't really make sense short-term. But since Iron Maiden operated in 5-year spans for a significant amount of time, investing in a reusable stage hardware, just as an example, wasn't an issue, as they were able to discount those costs of production across the years. But the craziest thing is that we all usually consider 1980s to be, the golden years of heavy metal. And of course, Iron Maiden being a heavy metal band, the golden years of Iron Maiden as well. But if we take a look purely at the numbers, we will see that it is actually not like that. Like, at all. As Iron Maiden were able to make way more money and draw way bigger crowds post-reunion, even compared to their golden years of the 1980s. In the 1980s, Iron Maiden were already a dominant live force, packing arenas and amphitheaters worldwide, with estimated average attendances of around 18,000 people per show during tours like the massive World Slavery Tour. but ticket prices were lower, and their grosses, while solid, didn't match modern numbers. Post-2000, however, Maiden evolved into a stadium-level powerhouse. Tours like Legacy of the Beast and Run for Your Lives regularly draw 20 to 50,000 fans per night, with individual shows grossing over $2 to $5 million. And recent box office data confirms the shift. From 2018 to 2022, Maiden grossed nearly $169 million across 122 shows. So yeah, in short, while the 1980s built the legend, the 21st century turned Iron Maiden into a live touring juggernaut. And this, in my opinion, just once again shows that no matter what anyone says, there is actually a huge demand for heavy metal right now in the world. And even compared to 20 to 30 years ago, it is on the rise today. And that, my friends, is actually a very encouraging thought. And all of that, of course, became possible thanks to a very unique positioning Iron Maiden has in the world of heavy metal, which helps them repackage their tours every couple of years and present an absolutely unique experience to all of their fans across the world. But the most important thing is not even marketing, but the relationships Iron Maiden had with their fans.
We are blood brothers!
From the start, Iron Maiden built a direct bond with their audience. No matter whether it was a protest on live TV when they were asked to lip sync for their fans, or many other of similar occasions, Iron Maiden have always been known as a band that is striving to give their fans a world-class experience, no matter the era or lineup. And this fan-first mentality is why Iron Maiden isn't just a band, it's a community. People don't just go to Maiden shows, they travel across continents for them, meet lifelong fans, and pass the fandom down through generations. But the truth is that all of that was always possible thanks to the fact that Iron Maiden shows were actually rather accessible for the vast majority of their career, as Maiden has kept prices reasonable in most markets. I mean, sure, some premium tiers exist, but their regular ticket costs are still among the most fair in stadium-level rock, with Iron Maiden going as far as even going out of their way to openly fight dynamic pricing and trying to keep the supply path between the band and their fans as direct as possible. And this has always been the case since 1975 until 2025. So I truly hope that they will keep it like that in the future, because this is what Iron Maiden has always been about, and this is what helped them build their empire. Anyways, what do you guys personally think about it? Please let us know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and will prevail. Slava Ukraini!